Hello, I'm Chris Williams from Read Comics They're Bad For You, the name of my YouTube channel. Or if you're watching this on BitChute or Library, the names of my channels on those two websites is Comic Freak. We're going to be talking about Mulan 2020 director defends Disney not hiring an Asian filmmaker. Director Nico Cario defends Disney's decision to hire her instead of an Asian filmmaker to oversee the studio's live-action reimagining of Mulan. This article is heavy on the agenda, folks, and it pretty much shows the writer which side of the fence he falls on from his own words when he wrote what is happening to the director of Mulan. Director Nico Cario has defended Disney's decision to hire her instead of an Asian filmmaker to oversee their live-action Mulan reimagining. Although the movie is based specifically on the studio's 1998 animated version of the Mulan story, the original poem, The Ballad of Mulan, has been a major part of Chinese folklore since it was written in the 5th or 6th century. For that reason, the hope going in was Disney to turn to either an Asian or Asian American storyteller to bring the legend to life on the big screen again. And while they did reportedly reach out to directors Ang Lee, the Mouse House ultimately hired Cario for the job instead. That's because Ang Lee would probably not be known as the guy who just does, well, Hollywood Asian films, because he's a great director, you stupid cuck. Judging by the trailers, Cario has done a nice job of refreshing Disney's animated Mulan into an exciting action adventure, one done in the style of a wuxia martial arts epic, while still paying homage to the 1998 movie. That said, it's hard to not see Mulan as a missed opportunity where Disney could, and some would fairly argue, not really, should have bought in a person of color to oversee one of their tent poles. Now Cario has offered her 2 cents on the issue. As part of a much larger article on Mulan, one that also touches on how the coronavirus has impacted the film's release, and the controversy star Liu Yufi, who should not be giving her 2 cents on the fact that the Hong Kong protests are taking place and is in favor of the freaking police over there, and that makes her the villain in this, has caused by publicly supporting the police in the ongoing Hong Kong protests. THR asked Cario about the response to her being hired to direct the movie instead of either an Asian or Asian American filmmaker. Here's what she had to say on the matter. Although it's a critically important Chinese story and it's set in Chinese culture and history, there is another culture at play here, which is the culture of Disney, and that the director, whoever they were, needed to be able to handle both, and here I am. And from what it looks of it, I'm, well, in favor of her, because it does prove that she sounds like she's level-headed and can do this film properly. But do the SJWs care? Do the NPCs care? No, they only see that she's white, and that's a problem. They don't even care that she's female. To be frank, Cario's answer is disappointing. It skirts around, and you just prove you're another cuck who has no idea what you're really talking about or about real diversity at all. You just think just because she's white, it doesn't mean she has the right to do this. Around addressing important issues of representation by implying there weren't any Asian or Asian American filmmakers interested in helming Mulan. Maybe there aren't. Maybe the best choice was a white woman because none of the others wanted to be basically stuck with directing yet another Asian film because they probably directed so many others before then. Maybe they want to do something different, you stupid cuck. From this point on, where the article just breaks down into more SJW nonsense and saying that only an Asian American actor should be handling Asian actors in an Asian movie, which is complete crud. He says that it basically means the culture of Disney, who basically had dozens of directors step away from, well, Disney Star Wars projects and MCU projects over this kind of reasoning and stuff. Over the restrictions that Disney imposes on them. Once again, it's like looking at a bulletin board that the SJWs use to write their articles. He goes through the common tropes and stuff like that you'd see on any other article written by these guys. He mentions how that, Birds of Prey was one of 2 great comic book movies released this year so far. Yeah, Birds of Prey, of course. He doesn't mention Sonic the Hedgehog basically beat the tar out of it either. Either way, it just looks like more crap in that this Cario woman, the director of Mulan, is unfairly being tasked with it because apparently she needs to be harassed too because SJW see another thing they need to put their grubby little mitts into and try and destroy. Even though I have no idea if this Mulan movie is going to be good or not. I have my doubts because Disney's track record with their live-action remakes has been spotty at best. And at worst, they're all crud. So I don't really have any issue on this beyond the fact that I don't like seeing SJWs harass anyone over their skin color. If you like this video, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed because YouTube is going around unsubscribing people, so make sure you're still subscribed. If you're watching my videos but you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Read Comics They're Bad For You. Then go over to Library and BitChute and subscribe to my channels on those two websites. They're both named Comic Freak. Hit that bell for notifications, hit that like button, and leave some comments down below. And if you could you also please share this video, share it on Twitter, share it on Reddit, and share it on Facebook. Share it anywhere you think it'll do the most good. Now listen closely. It's that time of the day again. It's plug-in time. Keep checking back in all my future videos for more information on my own upcoming independent comic book scumdogs. I'm Chris Williams, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video or review.